Medical malpractice case in a birth or brain injury is the primary question is, did the healthcare provider act below the standard of care? In a birth injury case, the typical situation we see is that the expectant mother is in labor, the fetus is in distress, the nurse and or the doctor are not recognizing it, the baby is allowed to stay in distress for a period of time longer than the baby should have been, there's a delay in getting the baby out by delivery, and then the baby's born severely injured, brain injured, and then has to go to the ICU. That's the typical situation that we see. So I think what people probably would be surprised to hear is that medical malpractice involving severe outcomes is oftentimes not the result of some complicated medical issue. It is oftentimes just the result of simple human error, doctors being lazy, doctors not being vigilant, something that is very explainable to a jury. That's probably more than 50% of the cases I've handled in over 30 years, is just simply doctors not wanting to come in when they're called, the nurse being afraid to call the doctor when there's a problem, and it really is just simple human error that results in a severely catastrophic, completely avoidable result. Negligence in a medical malpractice case, the technical term is that the healthcare provider acted below the applicable standard of care. So the nurse or the doctor did not comply. Either they did something they shouldn't have done or they didn't do something they should have done. Again, what a lot of times people don't understand, and I get hundreds of calls every month, getting a bad result is not malpractice. There's all sorts of times when the doctors and nurses did everything 100% correctly, but there's a bad result. You have to establish with the expert witness that what the doctor or the nurse did, no reasonable doctor or nurse would have acted that way. It's a very high burden. It's a very high standard in California. So it is very difficult to prove it, and you have to have a highly qualified expert to testify to that, and we use the best experts all around the world to establish that.